buxom lash mascara. This is what I'm looking for. This is my husband left me for another man.
Let us begin. Normally we would prepare our face with some primer, but seeing as how you are in no way going to be prepared when your husband leaves you for a man, we're gonna skip it. Don't skip the moisturizer, however, because you are going to need all the hydration that you can get once those tears start cascading down your face. It's really important that when you're applying the moisturizer, you need to push your skin as much as physically possible in order to get that I just sobbed for 3 years look. Next comes foundation. Now be sure to choose a foundation that at first you think is 100% reliable and would never do you wrong, but then will later cake up and break up worse than your doomed sham marriage. As you can see, this foundation is very poorly suited to me, much like my ex-husband. Not only did I choose a shade that was much darker than I am, I also chose a shade that is a lot tanner than I am, because this is, of course, a tutorial based on the lovely JennaMarbles, who is way tanner than I am. And I kind of wanted to stay as true to that as possible. Now you gotta choose a concealer that will trick everyone into thinking that you're fine.
When you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
And just hide all of those dark circles that you acquired the nights of staying up wondering why your husband was out till 4 a.m. with his new bar buddy. Now at this point, I bet you're noticing that my skin is still a little red. Normally that would be a problem. In this case, however, it is a great thing, because the look you're going for is I have been weeping into a carpet uncontrollably. My legs don't work anymore because of how sad I am. And naturally, all of the blood has rushed to the bottom of my body, which at this point would be my face, because I'm pressed into the carpet. Talking for a friend. Now you're just gonna bake like a poorly designed wedding cake, and then we will move on to the eyes. Today we're going to be using Urban Decay's new palette called Born to Run. Now normally we would prime our eyes, however we're not going to do that this time because we really want this whole look to just run away from its commitments the moment things get difficult. Now, we're going to go into Weekender. No joke there, just need to set my lids. And then taking one of these little brushes, we're going into Riff, as I riff on my sad past life circumstances. And then we're gonna take one of these and go for a hell ride. And now we're gonna get good as gone, like the trust that you once had in humanity. Which you might be saying, Bree, that's my name by the way. Why are you putting that on your lid? You just did all of that work. Because
it's a metaphor.
Now we're gonna take some of that concealer on our hand a little bit, and we're gonna take a flat brush in the center of the eye, and then you're gonna get stranded. Then once you've found out about the double life, you're gonna use it. Kinda tap it all together to blend it. It'll really add to the effect once it begins to cascade down your shell-shocked face. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. And then you can ascend to your true YouTuber form by taking a makeup remover wipe so that you can clean up your edges. Then you're gonna make like Kelly Clarkson and break away from the ties that bind. Then you're gonna wipe away your bake like you wipe away the memories of the past. And then we're gonna jet. You're gonna line them a little bit or a lot, it's really up to you. And then just for the hell of it, put some more drift in there. Now this look is a lot dramatic, but so is the situation where your husband leaves you for another man. I'm gonna take a little bit of bronzer here, and like, don't bother blending it into your hairline, it's fine, you'll be fine. Now you're gonna fluff away, fluff it away. Normally we would put highlighter on, however, tears are nature's highlight. Now, the best mascara to cry in. You can choose to do your lower lashes or not. I feel like that is a personal decision. We're gonna go back into drift. We're gonna smudge it all under the waterline. Then you're gonna drag it down all the way. And then get some good as gone and rub it in some jet to create the falseness of depth. And just because I'm feeling a little avant-garde, get some more good as gone. And just poke it into your eyebrows that you forgot about until just now. And there have it. The look of my husband has left me for another man. As I honestly don't have any feelings left about that situation, I'm gonna rely on the spritzer to give me that teary look. It's just been so difficult. Truly a tragedy. Boo. Well, it's been an experience. Thanks, Jenna, for unknowingly giving me the idea to share my story in the weirdest way possible.